Hi YouTube, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to set up custom email templates. Basically, Basin by default has 3 different emails that can be sent out from a form. So I already created a form, I have a Basin account, and there's 3 different emails we send. There's a notification email that goes to the form owner, basically like, hey, you've received a submission, make sure to check it out or reply. And then there's an auto response, and this is usually back to the customer. That's like, thanks for submitting, here's the data you've submitted. And then there's a confirmation. This is more like privacy data focused, like a receipt for the data you've submitted, and you can click a link and request that they delete your information, or just to keep track of who you've shared what information with. More focused on GDPR. All right, so we have our form over here. I've already used the form builder, and if we take a look, I've built a quick little form here: name, email, message. So this will be our form that's submitting, and then I've already submitted one submission. So if we look in our inbox, I just did this, and you can see we've collected name, email, message, and these will be this will be the information we want to use within our custom email template. All right, so we have a form, we have some emails, and now we want to improve the experience. So you could Google, actually, let's navigate over to our project. So if we go back to our inbox, and if you click on the project label, it'll take you to the project, and then you can view your email templates. So here we link you over to BeFree. So basically you could, develop your own email template from scratch. It's just HTML and CSS. I don't recommend it. It's not the same as typical web development. To make it look good in all the different browsers and email clients, it's very difficult. Why it's 2024 and we can't figure that out, I don't know. But basically, you'll want to be looking for free email templates that someone else has developed. There's some good GitHub projects for that. Ask ChatGPT. But I highly recommend just using BeFree, and with Basin, that's all you need. And their free plan is more than enough to get started for most people. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. So if I create a new template, and we're going to start you off, if you hit the preview here, just with our default template. And this is a good example of some of the merge tags that you can use. In our docs, we have a more comprehensive list of all the different merge tags, and we even include a library with tons of helpers and logic that you can use to do really fancy conditional statements. Yeah, so basically, this is just a good example of where we can go. I think we should just do this straight in BeFree though. So let's come up with some fake scenario that we want. Let's assume we have some lead form on our website where we're baiting people in to submit their name and contact details, and then we're going to give them some sort of PDF, like, submit this lead form and get my free PDF course. And then of course you're going to end up following up with those people. So if we go to BeFree and create a new template, create new email, we'll just start from scratch. One thing you'll notice in here is once you've made a submission, you can actually preview our templates with your submission, so you can see what this will look like. And another thing we've done is if you click on the Merge Tags tab here, and you select a submission, then you can see all the tags that are available for you, right? So for our email, we can just go ahead and cherry pick name, email, message, right? And then we could build the template that we want, right? So for example, in here, we can just say like, nice to meet you, right? And then we can copy paste in our merge tag that we have here, which is name, right? So it'll be nice to meet you, Anthony Test, right? And then we'll go ahead and put some more content in here. So it'll be like whatever. And we'll just be like, here is the course that we promised, right? Click the button to download, click the button to download the PDF, right? Very common use case. And then we just insert a button that includes that link to that course, right? And then you click to download course PDF, right? Something like that. And if you, whatever, you can hit link to file. And this is actually one of the best use cases of BeFree. Typically, if you develop your own email templates, then you have to host all of those assets somewhere, right? Because they need to be publicly accessible. So it can be a bit of a hassle. Anyways, BeFree makes that really easy. You can just insert your file, and now I've attached it at this link, right? Another thing we'll do is, I'm just going to give you a quick example of, this is not the block I wanted. We'll put in another paragraph, right? And then I'll just demo more of these. Like we might be like, hey, here is the data you submitted, right? Make sure this is correct, as we will be following up at this email. Otherwise, submit again, right? Right, and now we could do, you know, we could say, hey, you know, email, right? Email. And then you could put the email in, right? And message, and this is the message we collected, right? And again, these merge tags map to the submission fields over here. So because my form input element in my HTML form is message, then when the data comes in, it's message, and then in my template, it's message, right? So you need to be careful when naming your form input. So if we go back, you know, this could work. Another way that we could do this is if we go back to our email template, you can see we have the syntax for iterating through. So again, this is covered in the docs, but I'll just put it in here anyways. Right? We might be like, well, here is all the data, right? And then you could just quickly loop through them. I'm missing the close tag for the loop, right? And then we might bold that. Bold and underline, you know, might look good. But basically, this is the concept. And then, you know, obviously you can use their beautiful templates or get really complicated here with rows and layouts and all those interesting things. We'll just say like, thanks for getting in touch, right? Thanks for getting in touch, Anthony, yay. Right, and now that we've completed our template, we can export, and this part's key. You just copy the HTML, and we will just remove all of the HTML that came in our default example here. Copy the code, paste it in. This is called BeFree PDF download or something. And we'll go ahead and save that. And now we can actually preview this with our submission data. So you can see that it populated Anthony testing. You know, we spliced in the email and the message, and then down below, we just iterated through the entire form contents, right? So if we look, where's our docs? If we go to our docs, we have a whole section on custom templates and merge tags. And in here, we cover this library that we use. So we also include a library for Handlebars helpers. And you can link to the GitHub here. And it includes all sorts of helpers for any type of data transformation or, you know, string transformation you might be looking for, URL helpers, whatever. So go ahead and check that out as well. And then in the docs, we also just cover, you know, the basic use cases, pretty much what I've already covered, attachments, additional helper tags like timestamp, submission ID, etc., depending on what kind of integration you're building or if you have a use case for that. So yeah, I guess all that's left is to, well, let's go back to our form and actually test this out. So we have free PDF download, and if we go back to our form and go to emails, auto response, that's kind of the flow of this email that we've built, and we select the free PDF download. We'll hit save, right? And now if we go back to our form somewhere here, maybe the form builder, and we go to design, we can actually test our form out. This only applies to the form builder, obviously, and not if you have, you're just using us as a form backend without the form builder, right? We'll say Tony Anthony at usebasin.com. Hi, please follow up, right? And then we'll submit that. And then, you know, we can see what our auto response email is going to look like when I receive it. So here's the email we just built, right? And I get it back to my email that I submitted with Anthony at usebasin. So I get it back to myself, right? And we've spliced in the data. And if we click the download course button, then of course I get the PDF that I uploaded. So, you know, we have this end-to-end example now. And you can go ahead and do this for these other emails that we didn't do, obviously branded to fit your company, make it look all pretty. I hope that makes sense. And of course, if you need any more help, you can always email support@usebasin.com. And there's a support form within the app as well. So I hope this helps, and I can't wait to see what you guys build. Have a nice day.